Yo, 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 welcome back to TNT Tuesdays, and this is week 9, which means map 9, which means Stronghold. And in the comments after last week, I had a lot of people saying, oh geez, I can't wait to see you take on Stronghold as we explode these barrels around the courtyard. Very cool. Because they were like, well, yeah, this is such a difficult map, it's such a doozy, I can't wait to see you tackle it with the keyboard. And I said, man, I don't think it's really that difficult. And yeah, I really don't think it is. I remember this map really well, so semi-blind run's not really a thing, because I just remember the map too well. So I figured I would just try and talk about the aesthetics, because I think when it comes to TNT's, really influential look, this map is kind of the gold standard. It feels really modern. It's, the tech-based tropes that lots of modern tech-based maps use seem to have started here, well, or at least they were heavily influenced by this map. So, first of all, I love this starting area. Really cool, sort of like outside the stronghold with these big metal bars leading inside with the zombie men up here in the guard tower. Very cool touch. And then they use, the map author, Sieben, uses different textures to signify different areas really well. So outside we got Startan, inside we're going to have dark metal. And he also does a really good job of using like computer panels and light textures and like those tech columns over there as like decorations, and to just make the place feel a little bit more real rather than quite as abstract in some other, Doom maps. And okay, the difficulty, let's just talk about that for a sec, because this hallway is cool, but I've mentioned that. We have, oh yeah, it's the switch up here. I said I remember this map. The switch up here. This map, as you can see from the kill count, has nearly 300 enemies, and they're mostly hit scanners. Something like, at least 90% of the enemies are hit scanners. The other ones are imps. I think there's one pinky, and that's the only other type of enemy besides hit scanners and imps. And so that makes this map really, really hard to do on a UV pacifist or a Nightmare 100% secrets run. But on regular UV, doing just a UV max run, it ain't that bad. It ain't all that. That guy just slapped me up, but this might seem a bit over the top, but I'm going to come all the way back to the start and grab the medkit that I didn't use, because why not? So yeah, the map's reputation comes from these like sort of relatively niche speedrunning game modes. In terms of just doing it, it's really not that bad, I don't reckon. Also, how cool is this, invisible sector trick here used for the window? Remember, I think this is the first time I ever saw that trick being used while I was a kid. Very cool. Now we come into this cool like crate room storage. I might use the shotgun for this. And we do get a boomstick, although this map doesn't really call for it that much. Not at least until the second half. The other thing to remember about this map is, as tricky as it is, it's really only this first half, and especially the bit coming up right now, that's quite so bad. I'm just trying to line up so I can see this guy. The trials and tribulations of using the keyboard. There we go. There is another chain gunner who's trying to flank me. Eat a can. No, he didn't. I hate when he can't... Or maybe he did. Oh no, he's walked backwards, that's what happened. Oi! Unfortunate there to cop a couple of hits from that guy. But anyway, let's pick this up and then, yeah, check this room out. Pretty cool. But what I want to do now is come back to this secret that I already sprung and grab the blur sphere, because this next bit is the trickiest bit of the whole map. And in my opinion, springing it now, I think I missed that box of bullets, is the way to go. Oh, I've missed it again. Alright, I don't think I have time now. I just have to come around here, because there's a whole bunch of hit scanners in the corridor that you've opened up that is, just through there. I don't know if you saw it real quick. It leads up into where the invisible window was. And there's a lot of hit scanners and imps in there, and the way they sort of pour out is pretty difficult to deal with. And you can sort of not shoot in the crate room and try and ambush them as they come through the stairs, but I honestly think it is easier to just let them come here and take them out through this door. And as you've seen, my tactic is also to save up the blur sphere in the secret. Makes it just that bit easier. And then, yeah, you bottleneck them here. And a bunch of them also go to, like, the alcove over to my left. And they're pretty easy to take out when they're in there. I just want to really make sure that no one's coming down those stairs. Probably not. And then we just do this. Okay. And then you just listen carefully if there's any more sounds. I don't think there is. And look at all this lovely ammo. That's one of the advantages to a hit scan map. You're never going to run out of ammo. Alright, now the secrets in this map. 11 secrets. I'm more concerned about that than the kill count, to be honest. But here's the second one. And how cool is that? So let's talk about this room. This cool, like, computer tech room with the blinking light, and then the secret that sort of wraps up around the side there. There's just enough room for it, and it gives the illusion of 3D. Very cool. And the way all the different sections in this map sort of like look into each other, like here is the alcove. And this computer room is going to go into there. It's very cool. The map sort of opens up as you explore it. And you can see little windows that have opened up into sections that you've already been to. Which is pretty cool. I think that's sort of referencing itself, tech-based style, is one of the other reasons why this map feels so modern. And then this lowers the window and you get the sort of glitchy flat to let you know that it's happened. Now I did press that, so let's lower this. This is a really nasty little room. So I just want to deal with it the coward's way. There's a chain gunner. Awesome. It's always nice when someone else takes out a chain gunner. Actually, I might use this. Usually a monster comes up the lift. I can hear an imp. Come on. But it's not. Come on, don't be shy. Oh, okay, yeah, there's a shotgunner trying to come up and he just bonked his head. Come on now. Okay, that might be enough. Yep, it is. Oops. And then there's this guy. Ooh. Oh, that's nasty. Let's press both these switches. Kill those two guys. And there's a med kit here, which is really nice. It also, there's a window to like the next section. This is another cool little computer room, by the way. This map does a lot of really cool little computer rooms. And then that switch lets us go and get the key. Or at least, you know, lower this to show us the red key. So this is probably the only bit of like actual backtracking in this entire map that doesn't really have monsters in it. So this is a complaint that I've had in previous TNT maps. Oh, you do have to jump. Okay. I complained in previous TNT maps how there's like so much backtracking with no new monsters. Well, this map doesn't have that problem. There's a little bit of backtracking here, but at least you've got this sort of like stair puzzle to do, which makes it kind of worth it. And yeah, there's very little downtime where you're not fighting monsters constantly. You can come here now after grabbing the red key and it just lets you come through. I wanted it because there was a stim pack, I think, next to the chain gun guy. And now we need to press the red switch up in here. This is probably the slowest bit of the map, to be honest, doing all that. But like I said, there's a little bit of puzzle there to sort of make up for it. And now these bars are half open. I'm just going to keep my distance to try and not get shot. And we can come in here now. I think there's probably another shotgunner, but there's a window of guys there who I don't really want to... Ooh, they all went in here for some reason. But yeah, let's expose myself to the window a little bit. I've exposed myself way too much. Indecent exposure. And I copped a lot of damage, but the reason I wanted to expose myself to the window wasn't just so that I could shoot them, but so they would shoot each other. But okay, we're good. Oh wow, these guys haven't woken up for some reason. That's really rare. I think it's because I hadn't opened the door. That's why. And then look, when you come in here, this window opens through to here. So if you tried to run through, this is why this map is so hard on Pacifist or Nightmare. As you explore the map, it just opens up to itself, and so guys that are respawning or that you haven't killed can see you in all these other sections. It's brutal. Now there is actually a... oh no, is it here or is it back in here? There's like a non-secret medikit. Is it this? Yeah, because it's the only one that's not blinking. It's not tagged as a secret, but it sure is secret. But it's actually really cool for an IWAD map especially. The way that both these things go down. So it just looks like a normal computer panel and then you lower it and they both come down. This map has a lot of like slightly complicated touches for its age, which is really cool in my opinion. Now, there's a couple of guys to try and snipe up here, like him. There's also a whole bunch of barrels here that I want to take out now. And we got to just go for this, yeah, which is sketchy because of the chain gunners. Ooh, that damn imp. I think there's another chain gunner, yep. In fact, there's another one even that I can see hanging right up the back there. I'm not too concerned about my health because we're about to get a very useful item. Yeah. Also not a secret, but really awesome to have. Another cool little crate room, by the way. And this room's like combining the brick thing with the computer textures. Really cool aesthetics there. No, I don't want to go this way. I'm so used to coming this way. Now we go to here. Now this bit is infamous, I would say. I'll just check. No, I don't need to grab anything. See, it opens up to here as well. Very cool. And these little thin sectors that are like steel support columns. Pretty ahead of its time. And now we're going to a new textures, like grimy concrete. Because we're going into like, I don't know, the service ducts or something. Pretty cool. And now this bit, yeah, this is the infamous bit that's like the thin corridors that fill with chain gunners. Doing this pacifist must be so annoying. So you got to slowly but surely lure all these guys out of here and out of your way. Unbelievable. The amount of people you have to push past. Now, pretty much what you have to do here, well, okay, good thing I waited for that guy, is sprint past here, smash your way up the stairs because there's a bunch of people in the way, because this corridor fills with chain gunners. So, let's go. See what I mean? I don't want to be in that corridor. I'm better off taking imp fireballs and getting out of there. But now I'm going to come back, stay on the move because, yeah, those imps are below my chain gun graphic. I can't see them, but they're there. And they will be pelting me with fireballs. And, of course, chain gunners. Okay, I'm just going to leave that infighting, maybe? No, okay. Couldn't hear it anymore. So you got to, like, strafe out of the way just so you can, like, see what's going on, because the chain gun graphic's so massive. Yay. This is another one of those cases where if I get through this bit, there should be health on the other side of it, which is really handy. But we aren't done. Uh-oh. Okay, I might use the chain gun for this so that I'm not in a situation like that where I'm waiting for the super shotgun to reload. There are chain gunners who don't wake up, who are down these little corridors here, and that can be really nasty if you're not ready for them. But still, yeah, I actually quite like this. I was complaining about traps in metal, but I think this is much more well done, I guess you could say. Doesn't feel quite so cheap. You don't have to come back, but if you do decide to explore and retrace your steps, well, you still got to fight some monsters. And that's what I think makes traps cool, is like, as long as they fulfill a purpose other than just simply trying to, you know, get some cheap shots in on the player. And here it's sort of like, gives you something to do while you're exploring, which I think is cool. There's just one more to go, and it's this guy, because on this side here was where we actually came in. I'm just going to methodically grab all the chain guns, and then there's another secret here. The only back wall that has something on it. Ta-da! So there's a secret within a secret here, and this is where we get the health that I was talking about. You actually get given a medkit and then a berserk, which is kind of strange. One of the few mistakes made by the map author, I would say. Now with the blue key, actually, did everyone die in here? Yes, and this is really cool too, like a little sort of health bay hidden inside the thing, in the computer. Just a whole bunch of really cool little touches that make this map feel like an actual tech base. Oop, give me all this ammo. Now pressing this switch here reveals this wall. See how there's lights on the bottom? Okay. Okay, here lots of juicy infighting. Pretty much got away with it. Not entirely. Come on. As soon as you hit infighting on a map like this, that's your cue to rush in, I would say. And look where we are now. We've wrapped back around to the start and it's opened up. So it keeps wrapping around and there's like windows through to the first original corridor. Very cool. And these support columns here, so the ones made of sectors, see these ones that are like the steel support beams? Way ahead of its time as a part of, like, you know, using sectors for detailing. Just a very cool little touch. And of course we're now in a new area with a new texture. This green tech wall stuff. So, ooh, lag spike when I open the door. It's like playing back in the 90s. And yeah, I think just this texture usage to signify different areas and sort of help you with navigation is very well done. And now we're in the slime room. Really cool use of the slime waterfall, or the slime fall I guess I should say, texture, like sort of coming down out of the ceiling into this slimy pool. It's very Doom, very cool. And then here, little red sort of markers to signify something's going on with this wall, and when you press it, they go green. Very intricate little touch, especially for an IWAD map. Jimmy Sieben was a master of this kind of thing. I wish he had more maps in TNT. Remember, he did this with, like, you know, mid-90s mapping tools. Then, you know, little homages to E1M2, it would seem, with this sort of switch in between the wraparound walkways. Very cool. Now, if you weren't aware, but I mean, I grabbed the computer area map, there's an entire huge optional secret area up here, which I knew of because I played this map so much, but if that's why you get the computer area map, is to help you with the 11 secrets. And I actually really like giant optional secret areas. I think it's a cool touch when maps have them. Gives you that extra sense of adventure and exploration. If you're not feeling it, you can just, you know, finish the map as normal, but if you are, cool. Okay. I woke up the chain gunner, but there's like a whole bunch of shotgunners here. Thanks, guys. And then this also counts as a secret for some reason. Now, did I do this? No. Barrel just to get that chain gunner there. Another cool tech room. And then these are actually teleporters. And they each take you to a different secret area. This is where the imps were. This one brings you back to the other one, but actually you can go in it. And that brings us to a secret rocket launcher, which you pretty much don't need on a map like this, but still it's nice to have. And we're in the start. Map does a great job of wrapping back around onto itself. And now we're ready to come in here. I basically just did all that because it's a bit of optional fun. This is like a way ahead of its time, sort of like detailed, curved staircase. I see this in a lot of modern tech-based maps. I wonder if this was one of the main inspirations behind that style. I just said that you don't really need the rocket launcher and then used it. Because, yeah, it's pretty handy. Wow. That hurt a lot. And now we're in the kitchen, I believe. In Decino's video, he referred to this as a kitchen, and I mean, yeah, it looks like the monsters are sort of like using the canteen for their own purposes. You need to use your imaginations, people. So another cool room that sort of stands out with its own little design. Pretty cool. I'm just grabbing everything up while all those monsters infight. You can hear them all infighting. Use the chain gun again. I'm using the chain gun a lot in this map. That's what these, like, you know, claustrophobic tech bases full of hit scanners really calls for. The final secret is just here. Of course, there's a chain gunner trying to fire at me immediately as I open it. And then that's all the kills. The secret's up here. And there we go. That is Stronghold, with a bit of aesthetic appreciation all the way through. Really cool stuff. This final room, very Doom, but with just that little bit of extra detailing. Once again, it opens up to somewhere we've been, just to give you a clue. And the secret, of course. But we're done. We can go. Let's get out of Stronghold. There we go. Yeah, really cool map. Giant thumbs up, in case you couldn't tell from how positive I was being the entire time. This is one of the best maps in TNT. Hands down, absolutely. Definite thumbs up for this one. The best one so far. TNT is now 8 out of 9, with Metal being my only thumbs down so far. Really, really cool map. And yeah, that's it for this week of TNT Tuesdays. I probably won't keep doing Fast Monsters for the next few maps, but I just did it for this one just to really, ram home the fact that unless you're doing Nightmare or UV Pacifist, this map isn't that bad. So I just sort of snuck that in there for a bit of fun. Anyway, that's it for this week of TNT Tuesdays. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.